Since status quo, good bands have come and gone. 10cc, for instance. But what's good enough for this lot is good enough for them. 10cc are coming back.
A What's New exclusive.
It wasn't all just punk and platform souls gobbing in the glitter band in the 70s. For the discerning pop palate, there was 10cc. Cold, maybe. Clever, certainly. Strawberry at Stockport, the legendary studios which 10cc ran from 1969 and where they recorded their best music. They were Eric Stewart, Lowell Cream, Kevin Godley and Graham Goldman, gifted musicians whose 60s pedigree included the Yardbirds and the Mindbenders. As 10cc, their record spent 127 weeks in the charts. Not bad for a bunch of Mancunian session musicians.
Got quite a reputation as being session musicians, and we became producers as well for other people. But there came a point in, I think it was sort of early 72, where we'd been working together for about 3 years, writing and producing other people, and just doing anything and everything, really. Some of the most diabolical things, like football records. Blue is forever the best team in the land. One for Manchester City, we did one for Everton. There was a Leeds United record done there. But, I mean, we were working musicians. We did it because we didn't mind. That's what you do, you know. 1 minute you're playing sort of heavy blues guitar, and the next minute you're sort of playing on a sort of typical football record.
In 1972, a session for Neil Sedaka inspired their first team effort. Donna reached #2 in the charts.
I think we all knew that we were going to do something important. There was so much talent within the band. It was sort of bursting in a way. Everything fitted in very well. We all sort of lived pretty well near each other. We were very compatible musically, and also we were good friends. And we had the studio was the sort of linchpin of everything, though, because if there hadn't have been a Strawberry Studios, there would have been no 10cc. But then again,
instead of using instruments, the only instruments on it was a bass drum and a semi-acoustic guitar and electric piano. They would use voices to make the chords. So the 4 singers each did one chord, so A, B, C, D, for instance. They all sang the A, then the B, then C, then D notes onto multi-track. Then we mixed that down onto stereo and made a loop of tape and put it in a box and said, right, that's chord A, next one chord B, chord C. So we made all the chords up of the song. Nobody knew how we'd done those sounds. A lot of people thought it was a mellotron, which it wasn't. We kept that secret for, it must have been 3 years. We'd never tell anybody how it was done.
Cathy Redfern had her secret too, one we can tell for the first time. In 1975, she was a Strawberry receptionist. 10cc were not in love, but we were with her voice.
I think in the middle of the piece there was what's called a middle 8, is it? 8 bars. And they must have been wanting to know what to do with it. I didn't know about this, and I'd got a message for Eric on the telephone. And I went to the studio and I could see they were very busy. So I just opened the door and whispered, Eric, there's a phone call for you. And they just went, that's it. By which time I ran back to my desk, and I think it was Lowell who came and frog marched me to the studio, and they said, we want you to whisper on the record. Which I said, no, I'm very busy, I want to answer the phones. But that's how it happened. I mean, I do tell people, I never bragged about it or tell lots and lots of people. But to me, even now, the radio will be on and it still is played, and it just makes me swallow a few times, and because it was a fabulous time to have been at the studio.
In the late 70s, when 10cc foundered, Strawberry didn't. Not just with U2, miming here in 1980 to a Strawberry track, but with Roxy Music, McCartney, Leonard Cohen, Joy Division. Now, in its 21st year, bands like the Charlatans and World of Twist try to work the Strawberry charm. And 10cc? They set up Strawberry to break up the southern studio tyranny. Now, they all live in London. Strawberry has a new owner, And 10cc are coming back with new material from Eric and Graham. No Godly and Just a Little Cream.
It was something that came about because there was a Greatest Hits album out last year that did very, very well, and when we were receiving our platinum discs for it, someone made us an offer around that time that we actually couldn't refuse, and we started writing together again, and it was felt exactly the same as it did, and the songs are great, and we're real excited about it.
It's a wonderful world when you're rolling in dollars.